Hello, celestial beings. It's me, Mel, aka Pocket Mystic, and I'm on a mission to make mysticism more accessible and supportive through tarot readings, astrological updates, and guided meditations that fit seamlessly into your schedule. So today we're going to be talking about the full moon in Aquarius on August 9th. I think this is such a powerful full moon that will help to bring more balance into your life and release what isn't serving you or the communities you exist in. If you're new to working with moon cycles, welcome! This work has unlocked so much for me personally, and I am absolutely obsessed with the moon. You know, it could be because my rising sign is in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, which means I'm ruled by the moon. But I really think my love affair started when I realized that the moon is constantly changing. Every 2.5 days, it goes into a new phase. And then that means that there is a shift in energy every 2.5 days that can help us to shift things quickly that we don't like. So anyways, enough about me. We're talking about the full moon in Aquarius and what it means for you. So I'm going to talk through how to work with full moons in general, and then this specific full moon. And then I'll share a ritual you can use to support during this powerful magic window. If you've heard anything about working with the moon, you have probably heard that you manifest on a new moon and then you release on a full moon. That's because when the moon is in its new phase, it is preparing for growth, like a little seed that is just ready to bloom. So you plant in the new moon. And then at its peak fullness, the moon is preparing to wane back down to empty itself out, which is why we release here. And if you listen to the last video, you know that this full moon is happening a day after the peak of the Lionsgate portal. And the Lionsgate is all about the universe helping you to align more fully with your soul's truest desires, apart from your ego, apart from your fear, to align with what your soul incarnated on this planet to do. And with this full moon being in Aquarius, it's an invitation from the cosmos to release anything that you've tied yourself to because you thought it's what society expected of you. Aquarius is all about the collective, but it is also a rebel. It is a sign that does not accept status quos. It is innovative, it is powerful, and it is visionary. It is a sign that invites your highest authenticity and the unique ways that you are meant to show up in your communities. So what are the shoulds that you feel are holding you back? The things that you keep telling yourself over and over, I should do this, I should be like this, I shouldn't be like that. What are the expectations you feel every day with every decision that you make that you feel are holding you back and putting you in a place of fear or powerlessness or just drain the life from you? This is a really good time for introspection on those things because then we can release them with this energy. But remember, this isn't necessarily a good time to make decisions or take drastic action around these things. So you really want to just spend the time thinking, okay, what is not serving me? Why am I holding on to it? And am I ready to let go of it now? One thing for me personally that I will be working to release with the full moon in Aquarius is the myth of the good girl. I've spent my 37 years on this earth believing that the only way I will be loved or approved of or successful is if I'm good, if I'm easygoing, if I'm collaborative. And that has meant for me suppressing my voice, my dreams, and my needs in a way that really hurts me and holds me back. Now, I've obviously been working on not doing that, which starting this channel has been a big part of that. But I have thought, by being a good girl, I'm doing a service to the community because I'm easy to get along with, I'm easygoing. But really what I've been doing is I've been suppressing myself and, stopping myself from shining the way I was meant to shine. Communities thrive with diversity. They need them. And so communities need you to show up as your unique, authentic self so that it can be the best community that it can be. It's a really interesting dance between these polarities of individualism within a collective. But anyway, I'll get off of my soapbox. And now I'm going to talk you through this ritual that I'm going to be using to help me release, this good girl myth and other things that come up for me during this time. Okay, so I'm calling this like a liberation and visual ritual. Okay, and so what you'll need for this, you'll want a white candle that represents purity and illumination. Be sure to always be safe with fire. You can use an electric one if that feels safer. You'll want a bowl of water. Aquarius's element of air is often symbolically balanced with water to anchor intentions. And then a pen and paper. It'd be great to have an amethyst or a clear quartz crystal because they help with clarity and connection to higher guidance, and optionally a small dish of salt, which will help to seal and purify this ritual. So step 1, we're going to open a sacred space. So you'll want to sit somewhere where if you can see the moon, that's amazing. If not, you're going to be imagining it vividly. And then you'll light your candle. After lighting the candle, take 3 deep breaths, feeling your heart expand on the inhale and your shoulders drop on the exhale. After your 3 breaths, say aloud, I call upon the light of this Aquarius full moon to illuminate what no longer serves and to awaken my highest vision. And then step 2 is about the release. So we've opened this sacred space for us. We've set our intentions. And now on your paper, you're going to want to write down everything you're ready to let go of. Limiting beliefs, relationships that drain you, outdated self-images, fears that keep you small, stories you keep telling yourself that are no longer serving you. And be very specific. This list is for you alone. Nobody else is going to see it. So be as specific as possible and as honest with yourself as you can be. When your list feels complete, hold it over your bowl of water and say, I release these into the flow of the universe. I trust they are dissolved and transformed into light. Then tear the paper into small pieces. You could even tear it, belief by belief that you're releasing, and you're going to place them into the water. Once that's done, we're going to go to step 3, which is all about your vision. So your, beliefs that you're releasing, they're in the water, they've been released. The universe is going to transform them into light. And then you're going to close your eyes and you're going to visualize your most liberated and authentic self. The you who is unafraid to shine. How does that you show up in the collective? What unique gifts do you bring to that collective? What is bringing you life in this version of yourself? Now write a single sentence that captures your vision. You want to start it with either I am or I embody. Spend as much time and in as much detail as possible writing out this vision for yourself. Once you feel like you're done writing out this vision statement, as detailed as possible, really feeling in as deeply to this version of yourself as you can, place your crystal on top of the vision statement to let it help amplify this desire. And then finally, step 4, we have the closing ritual. So this is where you can take the salt, sprinkle it into the water where you dissolved all of these things that you're looking to release in order to symbolically cleanse and neutralize the released energy. Blow out your candle with gratitude, knowing your intentions have been heard, and then dispose of the water and paper outdoors, returning them to the earth so that they can be regenerated into this light. I do have these full details in the notes below, and as always, please let me know if you do this ritual and how it helped support you. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll talk to you soon, and I am so excited for all of the power in this full moon.